Okay, now the story of LA Noire follows Cole Phelps, who is a LAPD officer who just got back from the Second World War, and to right his wrongs that he did in the war, which you don't know what he did. Later on you find out in flashbacks what he did. But to right his wrongs, he became a LAPD officer, and you follow him as he goes through the ranks to detective, to homicide, to arson, to Vice, all these different ranks, and that's really the story. Each case that he does is not a completely different story. You will get little hints of other cases that you did past, or maybe even like future stuff. Like you might hear a couple characters that you'll meet later on, or something like that. And that's kind of cool, but the story itself is, I think, amazing, but it's not a single path story where it's like, it's just one story all the way through. There's a couple cases here and there that intertwine, like maybe the same serial killer or maybe a conspiracy. Later on it gets much more interesting, but I'm going to say right here, I think the story is still fantastic, and of course the characters are amazing. It's a Rockstar game, it's not developed by them, but for some reason when they put Rockstar on there, for some reason they always have to have fantastic characters. No different with this game. The LA Noire story is amazing. I'm just going to leave it right there. Let's go on to the sound. Alright, now the sound in LA Noire is absolutely astounding, and the reason why is because of how authentic it really sounds. Of course, the sound design, the soundtrack, and even the voice acting all just really fit with the time period that it is set in, which is, of course, 1940s LA, and it's amazing. It really is. Just little things in the sound design, like just footsteps and the way cars sound, and like the little traffic signs that go ding ding. You don't have that anymore, and it's very authentic. And they definitely did their research with even just the sound, not the way it looks, the sound, and it's just amazing. It really, really is. Of course, the soundtrack, it's Rockstar. Even if they didn't make it, you know when you see that R with the star on the case of the game, you know that you're in for at least a decent soundtrack, and that's not the case here because it's a fantastic soundtrack. Don't worry about that. Of course, LA could do with more jazz, I guess. So, yeah. Of course, the voice acting is superb. It is Rockstar. It's not, again, like the soundtrack, it's not a Rockstar game, but again, if you see that R on there, you're expecting some superb voice acting. At least if it's table tennis, then maybe not. But still, it's amazing. It really is. Of course, you have Aaron Staton, who plays the main character, Cole Phelps, and he's from Mad Men. Never watched Mad Men, but because of him in this game, it really made me want to watch Mad Men because he was fantastic in this game. So was everybody else, but him especially was fantastic. And this, besides Mad Men, this will definitely make his career. So there you go. Their sound. I thought the sound was amazing. Let's go on to the graphics. Alright, now the graphics in LA Noire. Might as well call this the facial models of LA Noire because, of course, the graphics are all about the facial models. The new technology going into the facial models to make pretty much the actors that play the characters take their face, pretty much cut it off, do that face-off thing from that fucking John Woo movie, take it off, put it on on a character model's face, and there you go. You have the character's face on a character model. All the little muscles, all the little cheekbones doing their things, you know, all the little eye flickers, all the eye rolling, everything like that is in the game. And wow, it is amazing looking. Some people have said it's kind of creepy. That's only because you are dumb. I think it looks amazing. Don't think it looks creepy at all. I think it looks amazing. It is very well implemented into the game. Seamless, actually. Definitely with the character models and the faces. I thought it was going to look ridiculous. Like maybe like a cutout of some guy's body with some other guy's face. You know how you see stupid, terrible Photoshop? I thought it was going to look like that. I really did. But oh, it did. It was seamless. Of course, you have LA in the game, and LA looks amazing in this game. Probably one of the best translations of LA in the 40s since maybe LA Confidential. And really, that is awesome to say that. I think LA Confidential was in the 40s. Yeah, it was in the 40s. And it's great to say that the next game that could get LA in the 40s right, I mean, the next thing that can get LA in the 40s right is a video game besides movies. Suck it, Roger Ebert. Blow me. I'm just going to say right here, the graphics are amazing. There is one little problem sometimes, some texture pop in here and there. Maybe that's just in the 360 version. I don't know, but I'm just going to say it right here. The graphics in the game are groundbreaking. Let's go on to the gameplay. Alright, now the gameplay in LA Noire is completely fresh, completely innovative, and a hell of a good time. I'm going to tell you what it really is about. You are a detective, so you don't just have to go out and, I don't know, kill people, beat up bad guys, and all that. You actually have to go out and investigate stuff. You have to go and detect your ass off. You have to actually go to murders, investigate bodies, try to find suspects, question them, try to see if they're lying or not through the mocap system, where you actually see like facial expressions to see if they're lying or not. They'll like wave their they'll do shifty eyes or something. You have to actually find out if they're lying or not, bust them, try to see if you can find the murderer of a case or a kidnapper of a case or attempted murderer of a case, and it is a hell of a good time. Besides the regular cases, you also have side cases where you just mostly run after someone, beat someone up, or you have to shoot at them. And that's really, if you're really expecting a shooting game, then do the side missions. But if you really want something to make you think, then play the story cases, because besides a great story, great sound, great graphics, you also have some innovative gameplay and one of the best experiences of a game of all time. Anyway, there is my review for LA Noire. I think it is an amazing game. Definitely pick it up. Check the description for the written review where you will see the score. Did I give it a perfect score? I don't know. Check the description and you'll find out. There you go. Thank you and goodbye.